What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, unified, WBA, IBF, junior welterweight, world champion, British superstar boxer, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, 17 wins, no losses, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's 30 years of age. He stands at 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. He will be going into an undisputed showdown, mega showdown, May 22nd against undefeated, unified, WBC, WBO, junior welterweight, world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, Jose Ramirez. That's scheduled to take place May 22nd. With that said, Josh Taylor, he goes at undefeated, two-division world champion who currently simultaneously holds the WBA at 130 and 135. Four-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis. With that said, we know that after Josh Taylor, he defeated Regis Prograis in the unification bout in the tournament to become the unified champion. Gervonta Tank Davis, he stated that he would knock out Josh Taylor if he went to 140, okay? With that said, we know now Gervonta Tank Davis is going to make his junior welterweight debut June 26th against WBA regular champion, undefeated Mexican star boxer Mario Barrios. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, 24 wins, no losses, 23 wins by way of knockout. He's 26 years of age. He stands at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. And like I stated, he'll be back in the ring June 26th against Mario Barrios. With that said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he tweeted out that he would knock out Josh Taylor after he witnessed the performance between Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis. Josh Taylor says, well, if you ever make the decision to come up to junior welterweight, I'm definitely available and we can make it happen. With that said, now he's going to make his debut there. And now Josh Taylor, he responds to Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Mario Barrios. And he states that, Gervonta Tank Davis is once again fighting for a Mickey Mouse belt. He says that if he truly wants to test himself, he could have came up to junior welterweight and looked to fight the absolute best and the world champions. Now, obviously, he has his undisputed showdown with Jose Ramirez. But he says, I'm not thinking about Gervonta Tank Davis because Gervonta Tank Davis and his management team and his promoter, legendary, iconic, Hall of Fame superstar, former 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, retired CEO and promoter of Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Money Mayweather, and CEO Leonard Ellerbe. He says that they have no interest in making Gervonta Tank Davis fights with real fighters. So he says, here he goes again fighting for a regular belt and not the official belt, which is he's a Mickey Mouse champion. Now, we could look at Gervonta Tank Davis when he fought against Yuriorkis Gamboa at 135. Well, Gervonta Tank Davis, Yuriorkis Gamboa fought for not the official 135-pound WBA title because that was held by 3-division world champion, former Olympic 2-time gold medalist Vasyl Lomachenko, who was the unified champion. So Gervonta Tank Davis, he fought and beat Yuriorkis Gamboa for the regular WBA champion, not the official super belt. Okay, that was held by Lomachenko. And now he's going to fight Mario Barrios, who's the regular champion once again. The official champion is obviously Josh Taylor, who holds the WBA and the IBF. He's the unified champion, and he's going into an undisputed match May 22nd. So Josh Taylor, he will be, should he beat Jose Ramirez May 22nd, he's going to be the undisputed champion. Then Gervonta Tank Davis, a month later, is going to be fighting almost a month to the day, is going to be fighting for the regular championship belt. So Josh Taylor, he's saying that, if he truly wants to test himself, he will fight the best. But they have no interest in Gervonta Tank Davis fighting the best. So he's fighting for another Mickey Mouse belt to claim another accomplishment that, is not official. I wondered, and the rest of the boxing world fans and boxing pundits and media, they question why is Gervonta Tank Davis suddenly jumping up 2 weight classes. His last fight was against 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz. That took place at 130. Like I stated, he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa prior to that for the vacant WBA regular title at 135 against Yuriorkis Gamboa. He got this knockout victory But he stated he wasn't comfortable at 135. He would much rather campaign at 130 or a catch weight in between that. And that's when he went back down to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Now, after the Leo Santa Cruz fight, he's jumping over the 135-pound division where you have the best fights at 135, in my opinion. You have Devin Haney, you have Teofimo Lopez, you have Lomachenko, you have Ryan Garcia. You have major players at the 135-pound division. But he's jumping over that division, and he's going to go to 140 and challenge Mario Barrios, who was his co-main event when he fought Leo Santa Cruz and Mario Barrios. He got a knockout victory in that fight. Mario Barrios, 5'10", 71-inch arm reach. His size is very compatible to that of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Okay, so and what's the future plans for Gervonta Tank Davis? Does he plan on staying at junior welterweight? Is he going back down to 130? Is he going to attempt to get his body down to 130, or is he going to campaign at 135? Okay. We know that after the Gamboa fight, Floyd Mayweather, he was one that stated that Tank Davis is not a 135-pound fighter. He's a 130-pound fighter. Okay. Now, miraculously, he's going to jump over the 35-pound division and go to 140. The fluctuation in his body is not going to do him well in the future. Okay. So I can't see him attempting to get back down to 130. There's big fights at 130 as well. There's Oscar Valdez in a unification bout. That would have been a huge fight. Oscar Valdez undefeated. He just got a huge upset victory over then longtime reigning 130-pound WBC Mexican superstar champion, Miguel Berchelt. He got a knockout victory. He's a 2-division world champion. He's undefeated. That would have made for a huge fight. You also have Shakur Stevenson there. You have Jamel Herring there. You know, there's big fights at 130. But he's going to void those fights, void the 135-pound fights, and go up to 140. The 140-pound division are very big guys. As I stated, Jose Ramirez is 5'10" with a 70-plus inch arm reach. Josh Taylor is 5'10" with a 70-plus inch arm reach. And obviously you have, Mario Barrios is 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. So, these are big guys at 140, okay? Now, Mario Barrios, he doesn't have the best defense. Mario Barrios gets hit a lot. Mario Barrios is an action fighter. He does have power in both hands, but he's not very technical. He is going to come to slug it out. He's going to make a lot of mistakes. He's going to give Gervonta Tank Davis a lot of openings and a lot of possibilities for Gervonta Tank Davis to look spectacular in his fight against Mario Barrios. But then what? Is he going to look to face off against Josh Taylor? We know Teofimo Lopez is the unified 135-pound champion. He stated he wants the winner of Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. The winner of that fight is also looking to go up to welterweight, the full welterweight limit, and challenge undefeated 3-division world champion, who's the last undisputed junior welterweight world champion and currently the WBO welterweight world champion, who happens to be widely considered by many to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford. Okay. So that's what the winner of this fight is looking to do, build a storyline. You're going to have the last 2 undisputed junior welterweight world champions, and they're both undefeated. That makes for a mega fight, okay? But what is Gervonta Tank Davis' plans going to be? Is he going to look to fight at 140 for the duration of his career? Is he going to look to get back down to 130? I believe that attempting to go back down to 130 would do his body a disservice. I could see him campaigning at 135, but his body is fluctuating. His last fight was at 130. His fight before that was at 35. So his fight, but his first fight was at 130. Then he went to 135. Then he went back down to 130. Now he's going to 140. The fluctuation on his body is not going to do him any justice. On top of that, it's widely reported and known that he struggles with ballooning up in weight in between fights on top of it. So the fact that he's allowing his body to blow up in weight in between fights, then have to drain it back down to make weight. On top of that, he's draining it back down to all different types of weight classes. It's doing him a disservice for the future, okay? And one has to wonder, what is the plan and the direction for Gervonta Tank Davis? But Gervonta Tank Davis, Josh Taylor is a southpaw. He's very crafty. He has power in both hands. He's big. He's elusive. He has a high ring IQ. I believe that Josh Taylor will be too much for Gervonta Tank Davis. He's a southpaw as well. Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw, but Josh Taylor will have a 5-inch height advantage. He will have a 71-inch arm. He will have a 6-inch. He will have a 4-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis. But the difference is he's not available to be hit on a consistent basis like a Mario Barrios will or a Leo Santa Cruz. He's elusive. He's big. He's going to use his jab. He's going to use the range. He's going to use his advantages to his advantage, okay? And that would make for a very difficult fight. So would guys like Jose Ramirez, okay? He would use the jab. He would use the range. He would use his power. He would control the distance, control the pace of the fight, okay? Josh Taylor has very educated feet as well. So that would make for a very difficult fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. So are they just looking to pick the best opportunities to make Gervonta Tank Davis look good? Or are they trying to build his legacy? Or are they just simply trying to cash out? We have to see how this plays out. But Josh Taylor, he says that Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting for Mickey Mouse belts. We'll see what happens after I beat Jose Ramirez. I doubt that they want to make a fight with me, so I'm not even thinking about him. So we got to see how this unfolds and see how the future plans play out for Gervonta Tank Davis. Is he going to stay at 140? Is he going to go to 135? Is he going to attempt to go back down to 130? We have to see how this unfolds. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Ebony Bridges, Blonde Bomber, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.